These guys got grouped together because just over the years there's been some trickier angles to find, and the ones that are a little bit trickier is this angle 3 here, and often this angle 2 here. So let me just kind of talk about some different ways to approach it. Now angle 2 is an inscribed angle, so if there was a way to know this arc here, you could actually find angle 2. Do you see how that would work? So it's inscribed on that arc. So I guess one thing to do is go after finding this, which I think you can do with a little bit of work. Another way, and this is part of what I love about these kinds of problems, is that there's often more than one way to do it. Another way to approach this is if you knew what this angle was, which I don't think is that hard to find. These are radii, and that is an isosceles triangle. So this angle I think you can figure out fairly easily, and then that will help you to find those two base angles that are equal. That's another way to do it. Let's do a third way that just came to me while we're just chatting here. A third way is if you actually were to find this arc, that's not bad. You could find this angle, and then these are base angles of an isosceles triangle, and so that would be another way to approach it. The other angle that I want to talk about is angle 3 there. In the other diagram, let me highlight it here. Oops, I want to use a little highlighter here. There we go. And you'll notice again that that is not an inscribed angle. It is got an angle that's centered on the circle, but the angle itself does not subtend an arc. It kind of ends there. So my clue to you again is if you could find angle 2, which I think you can get to, again, there's a hidden isosceles triangle, and then the two base angles will be equal. So that's a nice way to go at that idea, is finding the angle there in the base angle there, because to see how this 60 can actually give you this angle, which should help you out over here as well. The key, it's often a very hidden item, it's a very important item, is that when you have a circle and you draw any two radii, this one and this one, and you connect it immediately, you have an isosceles triangle with base angles that are equal. That's very important stuff. And it happens over and over and over again.